Okay, so we're talking about functions, and I want to just focus on what do we mean by an independent variable. So to go through the metaphor that I like the best, functions are processes for turning numbers into other numbers, and it's kind of like bodily functions. So if I put a bunch of food into this function g, I get out something that is based on the food that I put in, but it's different, and you know what I'm talking about. So, okay, now looking at the math, I can write functions in two different ways. This is function notation here, where it's f of x. The function is called f, and this tells me what my input variable is, and then this says what to do with that input variable. So the and then the other way to do it is, instead of calling this f of x, you can call it just another variable, like y. So y is equal to then you put the variable in, and then do the stuff to it, and you get y. So this one would be a function that describes how to turn x into y, and if you write it this way, this would be a process for turning x into f of x. Okay, so when we talk about the independent variable, we mean the variable that doesn't depend on the other variable. Meaning you can choose whatever you want for this variable. So, for example, if we look here, um, if I can put in whatever I want in for x. So I could put in 10, so it'd be 2 times 10 minus 3. I could put in 100, 2 times 100 minus 3. Whatever I put in for x, that determines the value of f of x. Whatever I put in for x, that determines the value of y. So this is kind of my starting place, if you will. I do the function, I do the process, and this is where I end up. So where I end up depends on where I started, but where I started doesn't depend on where I end up. So this is the independent variable. Another word for it is the input variable. So all these would be the independent variable. These would be the dependent variables because they depend on what you put in.